get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm with the intent, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When it come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top on the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this a jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see Modesto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, I make pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number saved, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Put numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet points of God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, count it up. Hey, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she wanted.
Okay, Coach, thank you. We are about 4,300 miles away from you there in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England. Coming up, another edition of the NFL International Series, and it should be a good one, between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Los Angeles Rams. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. This is Joe Mixon, 4th in the NFL in rushing last season. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. 1st down.
Bengals, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's get off the field, please. Let's get it up. No.
Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Now on 2nd and 13. Dalton. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Corey Littleton gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Passing, it's Dalton. He's going to air it out deep for Green. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. But now it'll be 3rd down. A.J. Green, certainly an elite receiver in this league, but he might have his hands full. He's got Jalen Ramsey assigned to shadow him across the field, and the early returns on Ramsey show he's not a guy to be taken lightly.
Not at all, and I think what really helps motivate him and fuel him, when he came out of college, a good number of people thought he had to play safety because of his size. He wanted to prove that he could be an elite corner, and he's done that already in a short amount of time.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the 1st quarter.
Too many ones in this play. 1st quarter, 1st drive, 1st interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
120.
Coming to you.
Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Bengals' 49-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 40. Five. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Who that?
A shotgun snap for goal. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
57. Mike 57. Hey, Steve 6. Come on, QB, come on. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
From the gun, here's Goff. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you got to love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. It was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's what you're looking for.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun to give to Mixon. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
He's going to air it out deep for Green. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Goff. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18. Last year for Everett, just 33 catches, 2 touchdowns, but he really has a chance to cement himself as a top tight end in this offense. People around the organization said he had a really good offseason, and he's ready to make that next step. So that'll back him up 5. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Like 20, 2 for 1, 2 for 1.
They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. And his throw here's incomplete. Right there on the coverage was the safety, Jesse Bates.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Watch the twitch. Watch the twitch. Down. He sees. We go. 76. 76. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Just beating the play clock is Goff. Rolling to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And not what he was hoping for there as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
At the 20-yard line.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hey, orbit.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Dalton, and the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
And the Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
Check 52.
Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Here's second and 10 now from the 35. To throw again. Dalton. And that's complete. It's Green here. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. From midfield here, Dalton. That's complete to John Ross. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Andy Dalton now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. Play fake. Here's Dalton. Looking for the end zone. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
Throwing again. Dalton. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Corey Littleton able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. Dalton here from the gun. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Jalen Ramsey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. Steps away. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Gone. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw, gone. They'll find Everett there, complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Here's Gone. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone. For a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it no matter the sport. They say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, an 80-yard touchdown as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. So as they take it over, we step aside. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And an alley to run. And all the way down to the 35. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Here's Gone. complete to Cooks. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Then he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes, when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Sean Williams. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. The struggles continue here offensively. Still nothing for them on the scoreboard, and now an interception.
Yeah, the offense looks extremely sluggish, not really in sync at all. Dare I say, it looks like it got left behind in customs.
Oh, you've had that in your back pocket. You were waiting for that.
Probably should have left it in my back pocket, too.
Well played. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon. 92 yards. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
You ready?
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. To throw again on second down. Goff. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Darquez Denard there defensively.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Hey, wahoo! 57's the mic. Watch 57. Watch.
Now it's gone. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Geno Atkins make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he's on to punt for L.A. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded just inside the 20. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Bengals drive about to get going. Time remaining for likely one final play. You're on your side of the field, but, heck, maybe you throw one up 50-plus yards, see what happens.
Don't forget that taking the knee is the right play to make because you just get out of there.
And this is caught. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
When A.J. Green's on the field, something exciting usually happens, and that was certainly exciting.
Superior route runner, superior hands, superior body control, but I love the way he reacts to the football in the air. Finds it, locates it, and goes and gets it before the defensive backs can react.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, double tight, double tight. Hey.
Goff now looking to throw. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
6'6", pull it high. Obama.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Williams.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
They're trying to show you they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. The toss play to Mixon. Seven yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half. A
good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively.
As you know, so many things in the passing game are based on yardage. Sometimes it's just based on timing, and that's what we saw right there on that play. 3rd and 3, just get the ball right to the receiver.
Is the hitch route. Tell us, what is the hitch route?
Yeah, just take really one step, like you're driving off the line of scrimmage, get the defensive back on his heels, get the ball out to the receiver, and he does the rest.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Again, it's Mixon. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Here's Dalton. And it's caught. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Tyler Boyd, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Now Bullock to add the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
I know he ain't got it.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. Goff. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. Goff finding Cooks on a big play. 48 yards.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Robert Woods, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Joe Mixon. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Heads up, ladies. 93, 52, 93, 44, 46.
Third down from the gun. Dalton. He's got his man, Boyd. The gain of 19 and picking up the first.
19 yards. And the Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Welcome back now here in London. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Andy Dalton now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. It's Mixon on the counter. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Dalton. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do. And it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Back to Mixon on 1st down, and he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. On the stop was Aaron Donald. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. 2nd and 5 now. Dalton. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The tight end, C.J. Uzomah, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Tyler Boyd with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Bullock good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get... Back into the game. Teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to... things there.
It's second down.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. From the end zone, gone. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
The Rams on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. Back to throw now in his own end zone. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. A heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Bravo.
57's the Mike.
Check the outs. Check the outs. Check the outs. Mike's 57. 57's Mike. Super. Check, check. 57's the Mike. Watch 57. It's coming this way. Coming this way. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Rams going for it on 4th. Gone. And this is incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
Heads up. Ladies. 368.
Defense, no game. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. 49. Check 49.
Heads up.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. Goff finding Cooks on a big play. 57 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Now Goff on first down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
12, 12, 12, 12, 52. Focus, defense, focus. Check, 52's the mic. Check, 52's the mic. He's tired of you. He's tired of us.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. That's going to set him back 5 yards. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
You got nothing.
17. 17.
57.
17.
57 to Mike. Check pass, check pass. 57. Mike, 57. You go night-night. Some go night-night.
Again, Goff. That's complete right around the 8. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score.
Hey, Alpha.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Let's go, D.
Looking to throw again on second down. Goff, flush to his right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Geno Atkins in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Goff. And this is going to be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
On 1st down, Mixon. Corey Littleton, Pro Bowler for the first time a season ago, in to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Green once again the intended receiver, and now it's 3rd down. This is Mixon, and an alley to run. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. And often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that will extend this big lead. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end? And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Darquez Dennard. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we made one more play, could have had our shutout.
The 20, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, 48 yards. And thanks to the interception, the Bengals offense cashes in with 6. Bullock good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
65.
Now gone. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I think you got it, son.
From the gun, here's Goff. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
Like 20.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Hey, 76. 76. 76.
52. 52's the mic.
Hey, Haywood.
Good shot, baby. That's a baby shot. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. Watch the screen. Pass. 52's the mic, boys. 52.
On 1st down, gone. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. That time trying to find Gerald Everett. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Jesse Bates on the coverage.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. One last throw here for Goff. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Cincinnati, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for the Rams, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.